Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to Young Time World. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're gonna get straight to it. This is supposed to be testing 101 in order to get myself acquainted with the camera and not freak out when I look at my face and say, oh my god, you look so absolutely ravishing. Today was it started off with me being a little bit anxious because I had the opportunity to speak to some individuals who are in charge of a company that I was applying for. We went for the physical interview yesterday, and today is when they decided that they wanted me to meet the head honchos, namely the managers. And so we had this discussion one on one, got to share experiences, got to understand what exactly I was supposed to do if I am recruited amongst them. And it was a bit much, for personally, I feel as if I'm a bit of a loudmouth, and a lot of things came out of my mouth that time. But I am hopeful that things are going to work out the way it's supposed to. But anyways, I do also have to make it clear that after this, I also have some plans of my own in order to get good with a certain device, which I purchased probably out of, my obnoxious nature to be spontaneous and not really think about it a lot. Now, I've always seen people in movies do this and use this with the utmost dexterity and simplicity that is very hard to copy or emulate. So maybe I'm going to have the time to do the same thing as well. Although I have to say the first time that I purchased this and I tried to stand on it, I freaking fell down. So maybe that's going to be different this time. I'm hoping. Not exactly sure if I know what I'm doing, but I've seen a lot of people. Probably have to download some couple of YouTube videos in order to get myself acquainted with this technology. But it was either this or a scooter, and I thought to myself, man, scooters seem pretty easy, which I doubt. So I've never really been a fan of anything that wasn't a car or a motorcycle, because I always thought that those were machines that were designed to not let you work on balance. But now that I'm thinking about it, it seems like motors also require a sense of balance on them. Ever since I've been a kid, I've not been good with two wheels. Anything that had this sort of design on them always made me feel like, oh my god, I have to work on balance. Balance is my kryptonite, honestly. I remember the times that my brother would try to help me get a hang on riding a bicycle. It was a disaster, okay? I made him so pissed. I'm pretty sure he never wanted to teach me anything again. But hopefully I'm able to do all of this by myself and try as much as possible to get used to this lovely device. I mean, I'm not exactly over the top when it comes to skateboarding, but I do find it a nice way to move around. I love the wind in my hair, so what better way than having your own invention that can actually bring you such a satisfactory desire. But I'm not really looking forward to making this the only reason why my YouTube channel stands. There are a lot more things that are in the works, and I'm hoping that I'm also able to put them on board as well. That being said, maybe some reaction videos and something a little bit out of the top, maybe something educational, I've also been thinking about trying to put my episodes from my podcast into my YouTube videos, so it would be a way for people to actually access the video content. But notwithstanding, I'm also putting video content for my podcast as well, and so it's going to be like we're firing at all cylinders in order for us to get really acquainted with the environment. It's not like going to be shooting to stardom like on the very first day, because if that was the case, I'd probably be going from here to 100 million in less than a second. But that's not what's going on. There's a lot to do, a lot to work on. I'm probably gonna have to get a DSLR camera. Actually, it's a priority now because based on the content that I'm going to produce, it's not going to fit the iPhone standard, or it's going to be beyond the iPhone standard. So thereby, what I'm looking at is going to be for probably announcements or probably TikToks. I don't know. I'm even still thinking of using DSLR for TikToks as well. But yeah, there are a lot of plans in the works, and I'm hoping that they will be an amazing way for me to like let off a little steam, help educate people, help encourage people. It's a lot on my plate, but we also have the singing priorities. I can sing, probably not as well as I thought that I could, but I'm sure if I train about it in like a week or something, I could be like the next big thing. Anyways, yeah, so I also have a lot to work on with regards to that as well. There's not much to say. I don't think I'm like head of the heels. Like, I'm not trying to find a better half. I always watch MXR plays and his beautiful girlfriend, Potastic Panda or Genie, and they always seem so happy. They always joke around and have this such amazing time together, even if it's only for like 15 to 20 minutes, that we get to see them, or 30 if they're going to like review some food, or they're going to talk about a new game that is probably hentai. But for the most part, I'm not over the top when it comes to finding a better half or wanting someone to join me. I'm good on my own. It's really cool. It's I mean, if you want to say that being alone is the best thing in the world, it's not. There are always a lot of pros and cons when it comes to that debate, whether you want to be with someone, whether you want to be by yourself. It all depends on you, though. If you want to be the kind of person who is constantly looking out for someone or is being taken care of, then maybe, yeah, it would be best suited if you're in a relationship where you can give all of that, right? But I would say, after personal analysis, I have a lot to work on myself. I have a lot of things to do in order to improve myself as a human being, to even be the least bit tolerable amongst everyone else. It takes a lot for me to just put myself out there. I've never felt like it's normal for me to be around people. It's always so draining, and I always fake this mask that makes me look like I'm okay with the situation. It's like, yes, it's so amazing to be here. I love the experience. No, I'm dead inside, and I pretty much don't want to have anything to do with it. And yeah, it really keeps me up knowing that I have a lot to work on. I have a lot of duties and prospects, and I do know for a fact that if I decide to prioritize someone else in my life, I'm going to throw it all away, because I seem to be hyper focused when something is in my way. Just try as much as possible to fix it and get it out of the way once and for all. And that always gets to me, that if you decide to tune out everything and only focus on one, sometimes you're left a little bit shorthanded. And I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. Just take advantage of every opportunity that you get and try and put yourself in a position that is beneficial for everyone that's around you. I have a lot to learn, a lot to understand. Hopefully, when I hop up here in the coming months, maybe my ideology is going to change, or someone is going to knock that out of the park with a grand entrance, which I'm very doubtful for. I always have these fantasies that is a possibility, where someone can stumble into your video and all of a sudden they change your lives forever. Now, honestly, that seems like something that would be great for a movie or a TV series, but real life doesn't really have that sort of expectation. Nay, the reality of it is quite doubtful. But notwithstanding, I will always be here. And whenever you look into the stars, think of me. Or don't look into the sky, because there are a lot of clouds there and you can't see any of the stars, anyways. But yeah, you can think of me, just not in the way that would require you to have some lotion and paper towels. I do want to say thank you to everyone that has been part of this journey. I am grateful so much. It started off with the podcast, it got going with the YouTube videos, and then it got into the mix of TikToks as well. I mean, there are a lot of platforms that I should be saying this thanks from, but I want to start with the one that has been on my heart for quite some time, and that is here. So thank you so much for being a part of my world and making it better. And I hope that this family will continue growing. This is Young Titan. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.